It was good, guys, part 2. So we're gonna go through a little bit more examples on what's goody. So look how these quarter points are respected. In some situations, you guys can just right off the bat, the minute it touches it, you guys can get in. You guys will see that a lot. It's kind of risky, but once you guys get the hang of it, you'll know when to get in and you'll know when not to get in. So let's look for more quarter point rejections. Right here. Boom, boom. 25 pips. Up to this one, about 50 pips right here. Look at this right here. This was that 1 hour long. That could be 25 pips. Up to 50 pips. Remember, guys, like, you guys don't necessarily have to take 25 pips. Once you guys get into that 20 pip range, that 15 to 20 pips, you can put your stops to break even. So we had 50 pips on this one. Big rejection. Came back down. Right here, we had another rejection. But we're still in this 1 hour long, so it's not like we're gonna, you know what I mean? Like, use this as a sell like that, you know? Our entry's still down here on the fib long, on the 1 hour. So I mean, we really can't just go in there and take it like that. Remember, guys, look at the bigger picture, always. Clean, clean, clean. Could have gone in again right there. Boom. Remember, our entries are on the 15 minute. We just monitor the 30 minute. Okay, so look at that. Boom, boom, boom. Unique star, retouch, retouch, retouch. Bam. Sell right here. Gonna take this little red off. And then boom, spiked up, rejected twice. Could have gone in right here. Could have gone in right here because we have these two rejections. Risky. But look at that, 50 pips. That looks clean. Right here. Perfect. That 50 points that we took. Like, you guys can see this, how you can scalp this, right? Like, they're basically like support and resistance. But you're monitoring the 15 minute and the 30 minutes, so it's like you're going with the price action. Look at this thing. This thing slaughtered 50 pips too. Jesus Christ. Let's put 25 pips. Just because we had that retracement. That little Fibonacci long on the 15 minute. Beautiful entry right here. Could have gone in after hitting this. Come back down for retracement, back to this one. So like, you guys are probably looking at this like, what the fuck? Cause like, just in here, dude, like, bro, this is a lot of pips, you know? That's over 100 pips right there that you guys could have caught. It's 100 pips in less than a day. You know, just these little mini scalps. So look at this. Sell right here. Boom, 25 pips. Over here. Did breakthrough. We didn't quite retest. Came back down. Went up above. Right here we got the retest. So we could have waited to at least we touch it again, but since we didn't, could have got in right here, like 25 pips. Look at that. So this one, 22 pips. You know, market structure break to the upside. We had a Fibonacci. Could have rolled from this QP to this QP. Another 50 pips. Cling cling. Beautiful. So as you guys can see, you guys can use these. You know what I mean? Like, you guys can use these. So look at that. We have market structure being broken to the downside. So we're not gonna short here, because remember, we're forming, you know, basically market structure being broken. So we can't really ride that yet. We gotta wait if there's a retracement or whatnot. Clean fib entry. Oh, this right here. This does look kind of risky. I would have taken this just because, you know, I got balls. And I like those risky situations. So look at that. Bam. Perfect. You know, we went up, broke up, wicked right back down, closed under for a little reversal. As you guys can see here also, you know, we had another entry as well. Like, I'm telling you guys can get these back-to-backs. Like, this shit is crazy, bro. Like, you guys can do this. It's insane. These things are like magnets. You guys are probably like, what the fuck? Because this shit is real. This is crazy. This is dead ass crazy. This is dead ass crazy. Look at this. I got in on this trade right here because we saw this one, this big fat rejection went right back up. I was like, oh damn, I'm gonna ride this QP right here. Look at that, another 25 pips. Boom. Put that there just because we didn't even go near that. 25 pips right there. You know, you could have even said, oh damn, I got the perfect entry. I'm waiting for that retracement from this Fibonacci. You know what I mean? So you could have been like, okay, see, we can ride this right here. Boom, could have rode it right to the zone. 30 pips for the sell. Plummeted. Cling cling. Same thing here. Jesus, this is beautiful. Wow. This is just perfect. My goodness. There's QP entry. I would have put this here. I would have rolled this thing down. 618. 100 pips. Complete that move. That was that lighter fluid. That was that gasoline. That was that 3 gallons of gasoline just throwing on a little mini barbecue and see how that shit's gonna react. That was crazy. Yeah, market structure being broken to the upside. You know, could have waited for a retest. Dun, dun, dun. This is our buy zone. Look at that, we had a retest right here. After we broke up, we retested, so we could have bought here. 25 pips. This retested our 50 zone. Could have rode it to the next QP. 50 points. So like, you guys see this, like it's not rocket science, you know? It really isn't. Really isn't rocket science. So over here, I mean, I guess you could have gotten it on this QP. I don't really like it, to be honest. Let's run our Fibonacci's on it. I don't like that price action, to be real. So let's say this one right here. About 25 pips. I mean, we didn't get stopped out, but they're like, I didn't like it. I mean, you got 50 pips on it, but you almost got stopped out. I mean, I didn't like this one, to be honest, guys. I ain't like it. I don't think I would have taken it. Market structure being broken to the downside near our QP. Could have sold right here. Stop loss could have been above here, this QP. Maybe to the next one, risky for the biscuit. So you guys can see this, like this is crazy, you know? Market structure being broken to the upside. We have multiple rejections, multiple. Could have gone in, risky business. But as you guys can see, it did play out. We did get our 25 pips. I don't know, guys. Like, let's go to the 4 hour real quick. Like, we just used this little hyper scalping strategy I developed on GU. And look at that. I mean, we haven't lost in 12 days. We haven't lost in 2 weeks. I didn't see a loss in those 2 weeks. Not at all. You know what I mean? Like, we haven't lost. I like QPs, especially on the 4 hour Fibonacci's. I don't run those. I don't trade them. But some of you guys, you know, you guys probably have a little bit more experience with 4 hours time frames. Remember, guys, I'm a guy who likes his money and I like it quick. So for those guys who are swing traders, you swing traders will have so much fun with this. Here's our zone. You guys will have so much fun with this. So much fun. 4 hour respect right here at this QP right there. Could have taken this. I wouldn't have taken it. I don't like it. Looks ugly. Then we had a little entry right here. You know, since we did reject this one, this QP, could have kind of mini scalped it. But since we were in our entry zone, could have waited. And look at that. Wow, it could have just rolled up. I don't know, man. I don't know how people trade 4 hour time frames. I've never liked it. I don't think I'll ever trade 4 hour time frames, guys. Be real with you. Remember, guys, I'm a guy who likes his money and I like it quick. You know? Right here. As you guys can see, this thing is your golden nuggets right here, guys. You guys can make so much money once you guys backtest this, write notes. You know, you guys could look at things that I haven't said yet. You know, see things, catch things that you're like, whoa, like, yo, you know, and make it your own strategy. Like this is what we do over here, bro. Like we out here, man. Like you guys have never seen anything like this before. Look at that, clean, boom. Look at that rejection at this one. Could have gone in right back here. Rolled this down for take profit to 180 pips almost. Like you guys see this, it does work. You know, it does work. The market structure being broken to the upside. Let's see what's good. Look at that. QP rejection at our 50 zone right here, literally touching it on the wick. You know what I mean? This is wow, guys. This is crazy, guys. Like, you see this? You guys see this? Take profit 3 smashed. 160 pips. And this is why I trade GU. In 1 month, you'll be able to catch over 2,000 to 3,000 pips by yourself using this method, just this scalp method. And when you use it with the Fibonacci's and confluence, with your support and resistance, and your supply and your demand zones and your trend lines, like, yo, you guys are unstoppable. Like, there's nothing coming out there. You know what I mean? Look at this right here. Beautiful. Boom, 1 or 2 confirmations right here. Fat rejection, another retest. Could have gone in right there once that candle closed. Right here. Look at that. You could have wrote it down to at least a 5118 over here, over 200 plus pips. But look at that. You could have waited. You know, we had another rejection right here at this QP. You could have taken profit right here once we got into this QP rejection right here. Remember, our stops are at break even at this point. So I mean, you could have just left it. You know what I mean? The smart thing to do you know, is bam, take profit when you can. Cut them quick. Look at that. This thing waked up, touched this one, and rejected 3 QPs. Ridiculous. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. It's time for GBP JPY.